Good morning, good evening to the professor who's watching this video. And this assignment, where English is assignment, is for my intercultural communication and language teaching class for my master's degree program. And I'm going to introduce myself first. My name is Cesar Andrés Moncada. I'm originally from Colombia. And today I'm going to talk about San Andrés Creole English. That was the variety I chose. And the reason I chose it is because, as I said before, I'm from Colombia, so I've been on the island and I have witnessed the type of English they use, and I have had oral interactions with people from the island, and I, like kind of know the area and some customs like from the experiences I've lived on the island. It's a place I love. I have some friends um, there, so I could say that it's a good English to talk about. So San Andres Creole English is called like that. Um, People from the island call it like San Druatua, something like that. And but like the formal way to call it is San Andres Creole and Providence English. And basically the location of the island is very north our country in Colombia, a little bit far from the other departments. Actually, it's very close to um, like Guatemala, Honduras, and Central America. And the number of speakers is around 20,000 to 30,000. And basically the origins is that um, these type of English got developed or developed during the second half of the 18th century. I would like to say that these basically little research I made was based on Angeles Barton's work. I found Angeles Barton's work on the E-Wave Atlas webpage that Miss Dorado shared in one of her classes. And I found that page amazing to read and to try to look up this type of information. So Ms. Barton said that some colonists from the British Empire came to the island as well as some slaves from Africa. So all this mixed brought the type of variety we today know as San Andres Creole, right? In 1730, San Andres Creole was developed as their language, officially speaking, in the Colombian Constitution, 1991. It's very important to say that some people from Jamaica in African countries came to the island as slaves and as type of colonists to find opportunities and to find land in San Andres Island, which influenced this type of English. Um, I'm going to try to define this type of variety according to Ketru's circles. And I found a little bit hard to define it, but at the end, and after having read all this, um, all the theory that Ketru's talks about, we could agree that San Andres could be classified on the outer circle, since the colonization um, type of influenced the language, but didn't leave the or didn't displace, in Katri's words, the indigenous languages. There are very small tribes on the island that still speak their indigenous languages, but of course the colonization influenced them the most. So that's the reason we can say that it could be considered as an outer in the outer circle. I'm sorry. So the next one, which is Mayer's types of English, was a little bit hard, but after having read it and after having seen some differences, because something very important to say is that San Andres Creole English is very similar to Jamaican Creole English or Jamaican English. Actually, this is an experience I lived, like a kind of anecdote I lived. I once traveled with some American friends, and everybody agreed on the fact that people from San Andres were speaking Jamaican accent or were using Jamaican accent. But some experts said that, of course, it's not Jamaican. Of course, Jamaican accent has a very vast influence and, of course, has shaped the way they speak. However, it has some differences in, like some features that make San Andres Creole English like Creole English, San Andres Creole English and not Jamaican. So that's the reason why we could agree that, according to Mayer, San Andres Creole English could be classified with a peripheral variety, as of course a non-standard English. Peripheral, like this type of English, like Maltese or Kitts or Cameroonian English, since it's not like their native language. It was a language that was influenced by others. Um, it's very important to say that Spanish is the official language on the island because of people who are traveling and the education. Education is not English itself, is more Spanish, although there are some schools that teach lessons of Creole and still give or like impart or they deliver their lessons in their Creole English. And I'm going to talk about the remarkable features of this type of English. And the first one is the plural marker dem, which means pluralization, which means like the S when we make the plural word. For example, the boy them, which means the boys. So if you could see the marker them makes the word plural. The second feature is the progressive marker da, which means to be plus ing. In the example, them da bleed, which means they are bleeding. So that particle that makes the word being like progressive or continuous tense. Number three is the pronouns, and I found this very interesting because they don't use like ourselves, they use we self. They don't make a plural and they use the word we self. It's very similar to English if you could see, right? Like we, like and self, but they don't use it. We could say like formal standard English, like well, but that's the way they communicate. Number four, the preposition fee, which means for. They don't say for, they say fee. Like in the example, meal could fee you. And I have another one. It's the how their English spelling has a lot of Spanish influence, like as in Mary and Peter, Kiri, tree, grape. So it's not three, THREE, it's just like TREE, as it would sound in our language, in Spanish. Um, well, those are basically the remarkables. And of course, there are some implications and connotations for that community. And I would like to talk and I would like to highlight the fact that people from the island are feeling more comfortable and very proud of their origins and the type of English. And that's noticeable when you go to the island. There is a Christian University of San Andres that imparts or deliver a program that is based on their Creole English. Another implication is that people are abandoning the island to go to Bogota because there aren't too many opportunities to have a degree or a university or college degree on the island. And then on top of course, like sea and gray weather, more people from around the world are visiting the island, which makes the island more known as that's their English. And these are the references. And the first one is Miss Barton's work, which I found amazing and delightful, and Catrice and Mayer's theories. Thank you for watching.